Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 10th students and the chapter is metals and non-metals. In the last class we were discussed about some exercise questions. In this class I am going to discussing about a very interesting concept and very important concept that is corrosion. Corrosion. So we know that already we in the first chapter we discussed about this corrosion. Can you give some examples for this corrosion? So, in our homes we use so many silver jewelries. So when you use that silver jewelries continuously, it becomes after some days or after a few months, it becomes when exposed with air and reacts with it forms a black colored coating. That black colored coating we call as that is a corrosion. That means silver articles or jewelries becomes black after some days or some months. Okay, when exposed to air, this is because why this is occurs. This is because of this silver. Silver means symbol silver. Ag. Silver reacts with oxygen, that is air. Okay, so this reacts with air, it forms, that means already air is there. In that air sulfur is also present. Sulfurs, yes. Okay, this in air, this silver reacts with air. In that air oxygen and sulfur is there. So when silver reacts with the sulfur in the air to form that black colored coating that we call as silver sulfide. Silver sulfide. Silver sulfide. Okay, this is the one example. Silvers get a corrosion. So how silvers get corrosion? When silver reacts with air, in that air sulfur is present. When silver reacts with the sulfur to form a black colored coating that we call as silver sulfide. That is the example for this corrosion. So one more example. In our houses we have copper containers. So for the storing of so many what more grains and water containers are used in homes that is made from the coppers. So these coppers generally gives a shiny in nature, appearance shiny in nature. It likes a brown color shiny appearance is there. So after some days you have used that copper articles or copper containers continuously. After some times, after some days, it reacts with the air and it loses its shiny appearance and gains a green colored coating. This green colored coating is a basic content, basic nature, that is a copper carbonate. Copper carbonate. Copper carbonate. This copper reacts with air. Copper reacts with air. It produces a basic green colored substance, that is copper carbonate. This is also an example for this corrosion. Okay. So one more example. So general, majorly common example for this corrosion is iron. Okay. So we have so many iron articles are there. Okay, iron pieces are there. When this iron exposed to moist air or moist air, it reacts in a longer time. It may take a long time. It acquires a coating, that is a brown colored flaky coating. That flaky substance we call as rusting of iron. Corrosion is also called as rusting of iron. So we have all give this examples, rusting of iron. Okay, iron. So rusting. So what is the definition for this corrosion? So definition is like that. It is a natural activity. It is a natural phenomena. It is a natural phenomenon. Natural phenomenon. Okay, it is a natural phenomenon. In this, in which materials destruction 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 by a destruction of these qualities or destruction materials gets destruction materials gets destruction or deterioration. So destruction or deterioration gives same meaning. So destruction due to chemical reactions chemical reaction with their environment. This is what corrosion. Corrosion is a natural phenomenon in which materials may be maximum times we considered as metals. So sometimes this destruction or deterioration may be degradation also. Degradation means plastic degradation. Okay, wood degradation. This also comes under this corrosion. Okay, so it is a natural phenomena in which materials gets destruction or deterioration due to the chemical reactions with their environment. In environment, so many gases are present: oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfurs. So many oxides are present. These oxygens or air reacts with that particular metal, so it gives a corrosion property. This is what corrosions. Okay, for this we have performed one activity. So conditions for understanding the conditions for corrosion. Conditions for corrosion. So in which conditions iron gets corrosion or iron gets rusting? So in the for this activity I am taking three test tubes. I am taking three test tubes. These are the three test tubes. So for these test tubes, you have to name them as A, B, C. A, B, C. So in that first test tube, you have to dip the iron nails. Iron nails. Okay. Two iron nails are there in the test tube. In this test tube, I am going to fill the water. Okay, and crack it. Crack it means close with the rubber crack. So in this water is which materials is there, ma? Water plus iron. That means oxygen. That means air is also present. Water, air, and iron. In a second test tube, iron nails. I am taking iron nails. Next, two iron nails. In the two iron nails, water. I am going to fill water. In that water, oil is also added. So and crack it. Rubber crack. Close with the rubber crack. Next, in our test tube C. In the test tube C, iron nails. Iron nails is there. In that iron nail, I am going to pour the anhydrous calcium. Anhydrous. That means this anhydrous calcium. Okay. See, in this I am adding anhydrous calcium chloride, CaCl2. This is a dehydrating agent. Dehydrating agent. Dehydrating agent means it absorbs the moisture in that particular area. In the test tube, it this dehydrating or anhydrous calcium chloride absorbs all the air and moisture in this test tube. Okay, so you have to clearly observe ma, in a test tube A, iron nail is there. In that iron nail, we have to pour the water. Water means already in the space is there right now in the test tube. The test tube space is there. That means air is also present. So in this air is present. This is water. Okay, and these are the iron nails. In second test tube or B test tube B, iron nails is there. That iron nails are immersed in water and oil layer. This is oil layer. Oil layer. Okay. So this oil is floats on the water. Oil floats on water. That means upper layer is oil and bottom layer is water. In this third test tube or test tube C, anhydrous calcium chloride is present. So in which test tube iron gets rusting or corrosion? This is very simple. So in this activity we conclude that what the conditions for corrosions. Okay, so this is the investigation of the conditions under which iron gets rusting in test tube B. So clearly observe in the test tube B, water is there, air is there and iron is there. In the test tube A only you have to observe the corrosion. A corrosion. You can observe the corrosion. In B, here water is there. Water is there. Iron nails is there. In above the water, oil is there. This oil cannot allow so this air is dissolved in this water. That means this oil is opposes the air to allow the dissolving in water. That means it prevents the corrosion. In B, we cannot observe the corrosion. In test tube C, in test tube C also there is no possibility of water and air. So absence of air and water, that means no corrosions. So for corrosions, conditions is clear from these activities. For corrosion process, we need water. We need water and air. So sufficient of water is need and air is need for the corrosion process. Conditions means first one is water and second one is air. So in the test tube, air and water sufficiently present in this test tube A. That's why we can observe the corrosion. In test tube B and C, we cannot see the corrosion. Why? Because of in this oil is not allow the oxygen or air to dissolve in this water. So this prevents the corrosion. And in this C, anhydrous calcium chloride, it acts as a dehydrating agent. The dehydrating agent means it absorbs the moisture and air. So that means there is no air in this test tube or air. So there is no possibility of corrosions. Okay, this is all about today's class of corrosions. Okay, corrosions means what? It is a natural phenomena or natural process in which materials gets destruction or deterioration due to the chemical reactions with the environment. In environment, what is there? Air is there. Okay, air, moisture, mosaic air is there right now. So that materials or metals reacts with their environment. The environment means oxygen or air. So it gets corroded. That coating, the metals get coating right now. That coating we call as rusting. That yellowish brown colored coating we call as rusting. This is what today's class corrosions. In the next class we will discuss about the prevention of this corrosion. Okay, thank you.